Hello, everyone. I've had the busiest weekend this week. I just got back from a wedding, but I've been really interested in seeing the new Sims 4's expansion pack trailer. It's the Life and Death expansion pack, and this is really up my alley. I really like anything having to do with kind of like the supernatural sides of The Sims. So let's go ahead and see what they got for us. Interesting. Hmm. Like tarot cards. There's a little ghost. Oh. Oh. Huh. Whoa. Funerals. Like inheritance? Oh, bucket lists. Hmm. Huh. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay, that was actually really interesting. First things first, it's kind of like they added like funerals to the game. It seems like they're going to be adding kind of like cemeteries as well, which is something that I've been begging for so long. So I'm really excited. I'm going to kind of go back over it again and kind of see some of the details. So let's take a look here. So just kind of looking at the creative sim, like some of these things look pretty nice. Not anything too crazy. It seems like we're going to be getting another world here as well, and you can kind of see like ghosts kind of floating about in the world. I wonder how they're going to actually kind of like play in the world, like what you can do with them. Here, I'm not sure what role the crows are going to play. It kind of looks like he's an albino crow or a pigeon of sorts here. Also, it seems like there's going to be some sort of like Wiccan almost edition here, which is interesting. So we had the tarot cards, we had some of the other like witchcraft kind of stuff there, which is also interesting, right? Because we already have the kind of like wizard or warlock occult. So I'm wondering how different these are going to be. Now, this is actually very interesting to me. So we kind of have like elder Sims won't just like fall to the ground anymore whenever they pass away. They can kind of more peacefully pass, which is interesting, kind of surrounded by family, which is kind of, it's sad, but it's a bit more close to real life, I suppose. kind of realistic. And you can see their spirits kind of like leave. It's kind of like a better look at the world around here. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Wizard and Witches pack, or kind of like Windenburg of sorts. It kind of looks like we're getting some more like roofing details as well. We have like kind of holes in the roof here. You can make more like abandoned structures. Now, this is very interesting to me. It looks like we can have funerals. Now, these look very, very cool here. Lots of different types as well. Interesting. Seems like we're going to get a lot of different items here. A lot of these swatches are also really nice too. This is kind of a more like mournful pack, right? But death is inevitably a part of life. So I have always felt like that was kind of something that was lacking. And we've never really had a pack quite like this. So I'm very intrigued. And this was also really interesting because it looks like these Sims here are talking about the inheritance from the Sim that passed away. And you can see here they're kind of like, did I get anything? And then they're just upset that they didn't get anything. I also wonder if Sims can now like look at photographs and reminisce as well. That would also be kind of interesting. Now, this I'm not too sure about because we do have a well in the game already. This is the Well of Longing and Regret, but I wonder how that's going to differ from the Wishing Well that we got from the Romantic Garden stuff pack. Like, how does it really differ? But this is also cool. They kind of have like lifelong bucket list of sorts, which is also kind of cool. I wonder if that's something that you can just kind of select or just anything that your Sims might like to do. I wonder if it's going to be based off like personality or happenstance or things like that, or it's just going to be kind of random. It also looks like your Sims can travel to the netherworld, like to the spirit world, which is interesting. I don't know what that means, like reconnect with family. See, that one's a little bit confusing, like reconnect with family. I wonder what that's going to be about. Like, what do they mean? And this is what I meant about like the witch or like witchcraft, I guess. I wonder what this is about too. Now, it could just be the Grim Reaper career now that I'm watching it back again, right? So I know that that was kind of like a big leak of sorts for this particular pack, was that you're going to be able to work as the Grim Reaper, which is very interesting. And here she is just kind of like reminiscing here about her life. And this is awesome because we are going to actually have cemeteries at long last. You don't have to just build your own cemeteries anymore. You actually have a place to keep your Sims. And it even looks like down here you can actually kind of like mourn your Sims as well. So that's very cool. And it also looks like you're going to be able to get like mausoleums like in The Sims 3 where you can kind of like just go in there if you would like. And I don't know what this is about. Like, are they gonna reincarnate? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Very interesting. I'm pretty intrigued about this pack. It says, oh, what did it say? So its gameplay trailer is gonna be released on October 17th. So I'm very curious to see a bit more, especially the gameplay trailer, to see exactly what is going to be in the pack in a bit more detail. It seems like they're really going to be fleshing out more of the death aspect rather than the life aspect, at least so far from the trailer. So I'm kind of curious to see more about, like, obviously the career or even like the bucket list aspect of it. And I think that would be very interesting, though. Like I said before, this pack is right up my alley. I'm very interested in it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you later on in the week. Bye, everybody.